And Instagram is my work now. I do very little work outside of Instagram.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Stephen's work, which if you aren't, look him up, do yourself a favor. And he's using Instagram to sort of continue this level of work where he's most known for just photographing everyday objects and things that we see all the time and that, you know, we may pass by, but in his body of work, he's been able to curate these sort of visual moments that are fleeting and make really beautiful art and photography from it.
There's a freedom that comes with this, that it's not demanding of a complex picture, although it completely accepts a complex picture. And some of the things I try to do is see, in fact, how detailed a picture can I make that still makes sense in that small size that you would see on a phone. How much structural complexity. But at the same time, you can have fun with it. And that's one of the things I like so much about Instagram.
What I like about it is that it becomes a kind of expressive sponge for, you know, like a kind of compartmentalized life. Like I think a lot of artists are interested in breaking down mutually exclusive categories or doing things that, putting two things together that don't necessarily belong together. So for me, it's become a place for thoughts that occur to me as a teacher, thoughts that occur to me as a parent, thoughts that occur to me as a visual artist. I have to say, all the things I'm showing you I would call learning from Instagram, learning about myself, and then the question about where this all ends up is a great segue to our friend Will Boling.
The first issue was this one, and it was just photographers like George Miles and Dawn Kim and Stephen and others who we had found on Instagram, whose work we loved, and who we felt that by translated into a landscape of a newspaper that would not really compete with a glass, slick viewfinder, we might have people slow down and think about Instagram images a little more and enjoy them in a slightly different way.
The reproductions aren't as fine, but the newsprint gives it more of that sense of ephemerality that connects to, I think, some of the meaning of Instagram. So I think this is particularly appropriate to Instagram, to communicating this medium in a different form.
I think Stephen and John and I and many of us use it kind of to think photographically. And when I see Stephen do something or I see what John's doing, it makes me think. So it's the atelier aspect would be like an artist going to another artist's studio or going to a cafe, talking about ideas. But the salon aspect is how you're able, through social media, to present your work to a wide range of influencers and important people.
Although that's an aspect that I find a little troubling. I know that sometimes people will comment on one of my pictures that it's not great. Well, no, I mean, I'm posting a picture every day. I'm going out, you know, every day I think, what am I going to take today to post? And this is not supposed to be, it's not supposed to take the place of a monograph of my work or a curated exhibition of my work. This is something completely different that seems appropriate to social media.